Chapter 4.0 Review of Factoring and Long Division. Question number 1. You're going to find the GCF of 3x squared and 27x. You can either break them down into 3 times x and 3 times 3 times 3 times x and see what is common. So I can see that the common is, or the GCF is 3x. So the 3x is common, you left with inside is x plus 9. So the factors are 3x times x plus 9. For question number 2, 5 times x minus 7. These are the factors for question number 2. For question number 3, the GCF of these two numbers is 4x. And you left with inside is x minus 12x divided by 4x is 3. For question number 4, you're going to use cross method. So on the top you have 7 and on the bottom 8. You're looking for two numbers. When you multiply you get 7 and when you add you get 8. So that's going to be 7 times 1. So the factors are x plus 7, x plus 1. Question number 5. So the 10 goes on the top and 7 on the bottom. You're looking for two numbers. When you multiply you get 10 and when you add them you get 7. So those numbers are 5 and 2. So x plus 5 times x plus 2. For question number 6, again this is a cross method. What goes on the top is the number, last one, that's C, and on the bottom is 7. You're looking for two numbers. When you multiply you get 12 and when you add you get 7. So 4 times 3. Factors are x plus 4 and x plus 3. Next is when you multiply you get negative 9 and when you add you get 8. The two numbers are going to be 9 minus 1, because 9 minus 1 is 8 and 9 times negative 1 is negative 9. So the factors are x plus 9 times x minus 1. So the next one is when you multiply you get negative 9. When you add you get negative 8. So these two choices for this one is negative 9 plus 1. So the factors are x minus 9 times x plus 1. Next question, number 9, is you have negative 7 on the top, which is the multiplication, 6 on the bottom. The two numbers that you're looking for are the numbers. When you multiply you get negative 7. When you add you get 6. So you're going to get here is 7 minus 1, because when you multiply these two you get negative 7. When you add you get 6. And then the factors are x plus 7 times x minus 1. Question number 10, you're going to use a cross and a box method. So it's going to be 60 when you multiply, and then when you add it should 16. Now you're looking for two numbers. When you multiply you get 60 and when you add you get 16. So those numbers are going to be 6 and 10. Now since there is a number in the front, we cannot just write factors x plus 10 and x plus 6 because there is a number in the front. So this requires a box. So we're going to make a box here where the first number is going to be the first number here, 2x squared, and then the last number 30. The other two places will be filled with the number that you just found, that is going to be 6x and 10x. The GCF of the first row GCF is going to be 2x in the front, and here you multiply x and 2x, you get 2x squared, and this is 3. here you're going to get 10 because 10 times x is 10x, 10 times 3 is 30. So the two factors are going to be x plus 3 and 2x plus 10. Remember, we're just finding the factors. If it's a zero product property or if it is equal to 0, then we have to go ahead and find the x values, which we do not do in this case. For question number 11, the top number would be a multiplication of the first and the last. So 2 times 60 would be 120, goes on the top. And on the bottom, you get this number, center number, 22. Two numbers you're looking for, when you multiply, you get 120. When you add them, you should get 22 or 12 and 10. You make a box. The first number should be the first term from the original equation, and this number should be the last number from original equations. These two places will be filled with the number that you just found, so 12 and 10. Find the GCF of the first row, that's going to be 2x, and 2x times x would be 2x squared, 2x times 6 would be 12x, and then 10 times x would be 10x, 10 times 6 would be 60. The factors are x plus 6 times x, 2x plus 10, in any order. For number 12, you can do this question two ways, or actually any of these question two ways. You can find out the factor first, so you could find out the GCF, that is 5 outside, and then inside would be x squared minus 6 minus or plus 8, and then you can solve the equation just the way you solved the previous questions. Again, you could find out the GCF or take out the GCF first, but I did not. I just used the box, cross and box. 5 times 40, 200. On the bottom you get negative 30. You're looking for two numbers that are negative 20 times negative 10 would be 200. Negative 20 and negative 10 would make negative 30. Make a box, and first number goes here, last here. These two goes in these places in any order. So the two factors you got is x minus 4 and 5x minus 10. Now you can find the factors by taking the GCF of this factor, that is 5 outside. You get 5 times x minus 2 times x minus 4. And actually you can do it with all the question you see from number 11. You can factor the 2 out here, so 2 times x plus 5 times x plus 6. And here you can factor the 2 out. You're going to get x plus 3. This is the same factor here, but this one would be x plus 5. For question number 13, you're going to use the long division that you have learned in elementary schools. So just the same process. 5 times 2 is 10, so you bring down 3 down, and then 2 times 1 is 2, you bring down 1, and then you bring down 16. 2 times 8 would be 16. It means that you got remainder as 0. This is called your divisor, and this is quotient. For 14, same thing. You are going to multiply something so that it goes under here. So 7 times 4, 28. Bring down 6. 4 times 1 is 4. 6 minus 4 is 2. And bring down the 1 down here. You get 4 times 5 is 20. Now you did not get the perfect answer right now, so you got the remainder 10. So you can solve it completely by adding 0, or you can just leave it here when the remainder is 2. Okay, just reminding you that this is 0 and that's called remainder. If you remember from previous classes, this is called quotient. This number is called dividend, the one we divide. So it's called dividend. And this number is called divisor. So just remember these factors because we're going to use all of them.